Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. Today in the grade 5 in the subject social studies we are going to have a worksheet question answers from the page 91. For the unit 4 the unit 4, that is the African continent, in which we are going to have the worksheet on the lesson 4, that is Algeria and Tunisia. Here in this we are going to see the question answers from this page, that is page 91, for the exercise question answers. So let's start with the worksheet of page 91. Open the page 91 and look at the questions. The first question about this worksheet, that is exercise 1. Write whether this fact is true of Tunisia or Algeria. So you have to write the sentences which are given below here are the true for the country named Tunisia or Algeria. So now the first question in this country is bordered by the Mediterranean from two sides. So the name of the country we have to write here in this given space. The another, that is the flag of this country is divided into two parts, that is green and white. The flag of the country is divided into two parts. One is green, half part is green and half is white. So it is divided into two parts. The name of that country we have to write here. The third question, that is children who are 9 years old should go to school in this country. So we have to write the name of the country where the children who are 9 years old should go to school in this country. We have studied in the lesson, that is the education in the country was compulsory for the children under the age of 15 years. So here the under the age of 15, that is 9 years is under the age of 15. So here you have to write the name of the country here. The next is about Carthage is a part of this country. So here the name of the country we have to write is that is the Carthage. The Carthage, as we have seen, that Carthage was a series of cities on the Gulf of Tunis which grew to become a major power in the Mediterranean. So this is the Carthage that we have seen, and we have learned about the Carthage, that is the UNESCO World Heritage, that is the site of Carthage, that also we have studied. So here the name of the country you have to write it here. And the last question, that is in the first exercise 1, that is the last question, that is this country is the second largest country in the continent of Africa. Second largest country in the continent of Africa, that you have to answer here. So now let's see the answers for these questions. Okay, so the first, that is exercise 1, answers from this page 91. Write whether this fact is true of Tunisia or Algeria. So just now I have given you the questions. Now the answers we are going to see for one by one. This country is bordered by the Mediterranean from two sides, that is Tunisia. So this is the country name that is bordered by Mediterranean from two sides. The second, that is the flag of this country is divided into two parts, that is green and white. The flag of this country is divided into two parts, that is green and white. So here the flag of the country that we have seen, the flag of this country is divided into two parts. The first is of green and white, that is it is half the green and half white. So name of the country, that is Algeria, is the name for the country. As I told you, the children who are 9 years old should go to school in this country. That the name for this country is Algeria, where the children below 15 years of old, they must go to school. That is the rule of the country. So this is about the Algeria. The next is about Carthage is a part of this country. Carthage, we have seen that in the Carthage, that it is the series of cities on the Gulf of Tunis which grew to become a major power in the Mediterranean Sea. So this is the country name here, the Tunis, as we have seen. So city name is Tunis, and which is the capital for this country named Tunisia. So this is the answer for this question. Now here, this country is the second largest country in the continent of Africa. We have seen that after the Sudan, the next country which is the second largest country in the continent of Africa is Algeria. So these are the answers for these questions. Now let's go for the question number 2. So here now, exercise 2, write whether this characteristic is true of Tunisia or Algeria or both. So you have to write the answers of this question, that whether this is the characteristic which is true for Tunisia or Algeria or both. So here you are going to write the answers for these questions which are given below. Now the first is, the shape of moon and star appears on flag. The shape of moon and star appears on flag. So this is the first question. The second is, this country depends on the export of petroleum. This country depends on the export of petroleum. So that we have to write the name of the country here. France was one of the countries that occupied it for long period of time. France was one of the countries that is occupied for the long period of time. So here you have to write the answer for this about the France that is occupied for France was one of the countries that occupied it for long period of time. So now the next is about, this country has been working on reforming its political system. The name of the country that you have to write it here. Now here, this country has sanitation problem. This country has sanitation problem. So that we are going to write it here for the answer for this, that this the country name which has the sanitation problem. So now with this, we are going to write the answer one by one for the questions now. Okay, so let's go to the page 91 and write the answer one after. Now let's see for the question 2, answers of the exercise 2, that is, write whether this characteristic is true for Tunisia or Algeria or both of the countries. So now here we are going to write one by one the answer for these different characteristics. The first question, that is, the shape of the moon and star appears on flag. If you see the flag of both countries, that it has a moon and star on the flag. So answer is for both the countries. The second is, this country depend on the export of petroleum. So we know that Algeria is the country which depends on petroleum and the natural gas. So this is the country which depends on the export of petroleum and natural gas. So here we have been asked for the petroleum, so we'll write the name of the country, that is Algeria. The third is, France was one of the countries that occupied it for long period of time. So the third is both the countries, because here it is written as the countries. If it is only one country, so it will be country, but here it is a plural, that is countries. So both the countries they were, and we have seen in the lesson that both the countries were occupied by the France for long period of time. Now here the next question is, this country has been working on reforming its political system. So here the country named Tunisia, which is the country has been working on reforming its political system. And the last answer for the last question is, this country has sanitation problems. So we have seen that in the country of Algeria, the people they were suffering from because of poor sanitation, especially in rural areas. We have seen this problem of sanitation in the country of Algeria. So with this, we are going to conclude our worksheet from the page 91, and I will be back with the new video for the next page of the that is for the unit 4, that is unit 4 activity question answers from the page 91 and 92 and 93. Today we have finished the page 91, so now we are going to have in the next video, that is for the page 92 and 93, that we will be going to do as the next activity questions for the next video. So till then, thank you and goodbye.